Hey guys, in today's video, y'all see I've got Riley with me. In today's video, I'm installing this, a Reliance 30 amp, 240 volt generator plug on the side of my house right here. We're gonna put it right here or right here. And we're gonna do it right with the interlock switch. And I'm gonna show you step by step how to do it. So stay tuned. All right, first I have already looked at my interlock, and this is the breaker we need to use for the generator. This is the main service disconnect for the house. Oops, I just killed power to the whole house. Turn that back on. All right, this goes to a sub panel that feeds an apartment I have on the other side of the house. And this is just for this surge protector, and that's the breaker we're going to use. So I'm actually going to disconnect this surge protector, and we're going to use this breaker. And it looks like the best place to come out is going to be right here. So we're going to come out and have, let me see, maybe we can put it right above this disconnect right here. If you're not comfortable working on power like this, don't do this. Get an electrician to do it. This is for people who are comfortable doing this by themselves. That was not even tight. All right, so I removed this, and we're going to take that and we're going to put it inside the house. This house actually has like 3 panels. If you include this, it'd be 4. But we'll put that, we'll reinstall that inside. And I am using, y'all see I have stripped number 8. We're using 2 power, neutral, and a ground. So you need 4 wires. This is a 30 amp hookup, so number 10 would be okay, but I'm using stranded number 8. This is the exact plug box for your generator that I'm using, a Reliance Controls PB30. And that's what I'll be using. All right. So our ground goes here. I gotta look for sure. This is going to be our neutral and our 2 power wires. I gotta look to make sure. All right, that does not really tell me. Here we go. Red and black wires to brass terminals marked X and Y. Okay, so your power go to X and Y, which are right here. This is my ground. This one is not a brass terminal, it's steel or aluminum, and my neutral is going to go there. So we're going to have a ground and a neutral. Alright, let's see. We're going to put this, y'all didn't see that, I'm going to put this, try to put it in line with that disconnect and put it right there. But before we do, let's get this knock it out, because that's where we're going, in the bottom. Nice and sturdy. Okay. All right, we're going to run a wire from here to here. But first, we gotta measure. We want this to be as short as possible. Right here. Yes, I do have something to cut this with. I don't have it with me right now. No, that's the other one. There. And we're going to use straight connectors on this. Let's go ahead and get our wire through it. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of wire. These are seal tight connectors. I forget there's another name for them. Keep out the bugs in the water. That's going to be hard to thread on there. There we go. Our dog is escaping into the neighbor's yard. That's why you hear her calling him. Alright, I've got my ground wire hooked up right here. If y'all can see that. Hooked up right there. I'm just tightening it up. And real careful. That is hot wire coming in. Alright, so this one is going to be a neutral. It's going on to the same bus bar. So let's get it stripped. Alright. Tuck that out of the way. Alright, took that out of the way. These are going to be our two power wires. We're going to use another straight connector right here. And go in the bottom of that. My neighbor's air conditioner doesn't sound too good. Take my little nut off here. Oh, I just knocked my glasses off. Alright, we got that washer on there. We're going to use this uninsulated as ground, which means it's going to hook up right here where this one was hooked up. It is already mounted in there, so we're going to leave that like that. Alright, those are my grounds. Let's get that out of the way as much as possible. And my other three wires are going in here. All right, we got to skin these back. I have cut them to length. Oops. Don't want to pull that one too much. neutral over here. Make sure I didn't cut that too much. No. All right. We're going to get these hooked up and get them in nice and tight. As you see, there's not enough room. I'm going to be putting my white right here where it says W, and X and Y are going to be my red and black. And I'll get them in there nice and tight. That one's tight. Okay. Now for the last one. All right, I got to tighten that one up from the bottom. All right. Everything is firmly connected here. Let's get that mounted all together, and then we'll put our breaker in. All right, I need to discuss what breaker I'm using and why. All right, this is a 30 amp hookup, but I am using a 40 amp breaker because my generator can continuously run at like 31.6 amps, which is just a little bit over 30. I have a larger wire, number 8, which allows me to use a bigger breaker. I'm debating 35 or 40 amp breaker because I'm using basically a 30 amp hookup. I may just do a 35 amp breaker on this. And my 7600 running watts is what my generator runs at. And if you divide that by 240 volts, which is what it produces, that gives me 31.6 amps. So it's just a little bit more than a 30 amp breaker. So I think safe 35 will be good. Yeah, why don't we use the 35 amp breaker, and then we're going to hook up our interlock kit. All right, we got these in here. We're fixing to tighten these up real good. All right, that's installed, but that has to be turned off before this can be turned on. So we have to put in our interlock, and that's the next step. All right guys, this is the interlock that I got from my particular panel. I went to Interlock.com. This is the GE200ZUL, and I'm gonna have to follow instructions to put it together. All right, we have a guide here to show us where the holes go. All right. All right, that was a pilot hole. Drill bit, everything came with the kit. Oh, that goes on the breaker. So the breaker can't be removed. All right. All right, that's going to go right here. See, we're going to do nose. All right, we need regular washer. Come on. Only got these on because it was cold this morning. All right. I got 2 lot washers. Oh well. Let's see if that's all right. Let's tighten that up. All right, so that just moves from one side to the other. Let's hope it's right. Let's go look, put this in and see if it'll look like it's going to work. think it will. It's got to come over just enough. I'll have to kill the power in the house. I got to warm my wife. Alright, there's nobody in the house, so let's try this. Bring this down. So it looks like it needs to come over just a little bit, don't it? Increase my holes to the left and retighten. All right, I've been working real hard on trying to move those holes over a little bit. Y'all forgive me, I gotta take a call. All right, nuts are on loosely in the back. All right, so that's about as far over as I can get that right there. Right there. Let's try to give it a little bit of room. Huh. Let me get something to mark it. All right, I accidentally turned the power off when I pulled that off. All right, so that should slide over now. Can turn that on. That's going to be for the generator. Turn that off. Slide over. Power comes on. That's the way it should work. And that, my friends, is how you install a generator plug on the side of your house. You gotta make sure you have the main power. I happen to have 1, 2, 3 other panels in the house, but this is my main power, and that will supply the whole house should I need it. I hope y'all enjoyed that little video. If you like these kinds of videos, I will be doing one where I'm running the air conditioner. If y'all look up here, I've got solar panels too, and I'm going to, but they turn off when the power goes out because I have what's called a micro inverter. But I'll be going over that in the future and show you how everything's hooked up here, and we're going to test out the generator to make sure everything works. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for coming videos. Subscribe if you hadn't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.